Going to Nick Petrillo here across the middle of 47
Nick
yards.
Petrillo.
Nick Petrillo smoking one to left.
Caught first and goal at the 5.
Coming off of baseball, it was huge. That was our first district championship ever. Football, it felt good after a 3-7 season my sophomore year to win districts our junior year and kind of prove everybody wrong. Coming into senior year, you were just you were ready to go and continue and keep your throne. And that was probably one of the best times of my life, just like winning everything. Then my injury happened. I don't know, it didn't seem real at first. Like mentally, I feel like something was wrong before I even was able even to look at my ankle. And I had a feeling like this wasn't going to be my last game, but an hour and a half in the hospital later, it was.
I thought he had a cramp because I couldn't see him from the stands. So my sister was sitting beside me. I said, oh, he probably has a cramp. He has a cramp. And then when he was down for a while, I got more concerned. And then Mr. Halbert took us over and I saw Nick. And he was okay because he was talking, so that's all that really mattered. Really, I thought, oh, that's what I thought. If I'm gonna be honest.
A lot of thoughts when Nick went down. Really, just I think the first thought I had is I hope it's not as serious as it appeared, and just hope that it was something that he was going to get up and jog off the field, and we were going to laugh about it later. But then it was okay. How many weeks is he going to be out? And just didn't want him to have to miss his senior year.
So I was blocking for a teammate, and we threw a little bubble screen to him, and he was running my way, and I was blocking for him, and the tackler kind of rolled up on my ankle, and he ended up breaking my fibula and dislocating my ankle, and that was kind of how my senior season ended. An hour and a half later, I was laying in the hospital, ankle still dislocated, and they were telling me that was the last time you'll ever play football. And it was hard, especially with my dad and my mom in the room. We kind of all heard it, and I don't know, it was hard to take in at that time. And 2 weeks later, they had prepared me for surgery. I actually almost had to go into immediate surgery right away due to the fact that my bone almost popped through my skin. They were getting me ready for surgery, and the doctor was great and everything. He ended up putting a metal rod, a titanium rod along my fibula, runs parallel with my fibula with 5 screws, and they actually included 2 tension wires that cross my ankle to keep it stable. And they don't plan on taking those out anytime soon, maybe later in my life, but they're in there for life, and it's kind of with me. In the beginning, it was very rough. I went through a phase of depression almost in the first week, and it was hard. I started losing weight. I didn't really eat a whole lot. I know I lost a couple pounds in my leg, but I ended up losing up towards 25 pounds, and I'd cry every night. It was hard not being able to play, but you got to keep moving forward, and you can't chase the past. So
It was sad because he was dealing with a lot of emotion in addition to his leg. So it was a big change. Plus it was his driving leg, so he lost all that independence. And I know he didn't want to be relying on anyone because he's normally a very fiercely independent person. And I knew he was really trying to be involved with everything that he normally would have been involved with, which I'm so proud of him for doing. Frustrating and sad at the same time.
Having PT, it's not a place you really want to be at. It's like, it's kind of a sad place, and luckily, like the place I go to, ATI in Quakertown, they're really good to me and everything, but you know, it's a sad place coming in. Like, you're mentally not fully there, and like just multiple patients, like they don't want to be there, and you kind of have to attack it. Like I had to attack it like it was my game days for football. It was hard at first. I had some really bad days, and you know, some days you think you're doing super good, and then you take a step back one day and you're going forward another. So it's hard, but you just have to mentally stay positive and continue your journey in PT.
Well, I think he's matured in that, especially with football, he's had to take on a whole different role, which to some people may not seem like a big deal, but to Nick, I think it really was, because he was hoping to be playing with his buddies on the field week after week. And I think it forced him to do something different and assume a new role. So that helped him to mature. And I think he was also taught that life sucks sometimes, and things don't always go your way, which helps you to grow up a little faster than maybe you would have otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times that I saw some of the players turn towards Nick and almost look at him as they would a coach. Nick did a good job at being at every practice, obviously at every game, but being actively engaged at practice and really being there for the younger players and pushing the older players.
And what do you think Nick is capable of?
Anything he wants. Nick, I think the future's bright. I think, we obviously know that he's going to come back and be ready for baseball. There's a chance maybe a little bit of basketball, but if not, Nick can do whatever he wants to do in the future.